Question in the audience.
One quick question. I know a lot of people did not was aware of this, but they were very last minute. They couldn't talk. Is there any way to do a Zoom for the community or have another session to go over it? I know it's online and it's a lot, but a lot of things that Mr. Holland said, pointed out good points, and a lot of times they don't know. I mean, you see those big words, or else but you don't say the parentheses, it's just a recommendation. You know, a lot of points. I mean, I could just make that kind of suggestion. I know a lot of people
Once we, I think, I will talk with Dr. Oshiko, but I think part of it for next week will maybe do something where we can do a more of a kind of another briefing for the public that's just on the curriculum. It's going to be tough next week though because we have 2 back-to-school nights and we have a day off. Monday's not through school, so.
So I think, I'm sorry for that.
You know, can we just finish where we were? So we're in the middle of. We just finished the discussion. We are now voting on to table.
Can I just make sure that we're okay with the 28th? Is everybody's okay with that on the board?
Yes, I heard back from everybody.
Okay, all right.
Every board member said they were good on the 28th. Okay. So, Ms. Keene, could you call the board, please, for tabling item number 4?
Ms. Jonas?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenmaker?
Yes.
Mr. Gennady?
Yes.
Mrs. Perla?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
And Mrs. Thompson?
Yes. So the curriculum will be tabled until the 28th. We will be holding a special meeting to vote on the curriculum for, as listed in Education Attachment A. Okay. Go ahead.
Just to answer your question. First of all, this meeting's being recorded, so it will be up online so they can hear everything. And then one of the things that delayed us, besides the fact that we got to start late with this, unfortunately, was that we decided after meeting with our Citizens Advisory Committee on Tuesday, that everybody was looking for a little bit more information. So it took a lot more time to put, as I said before, this is more information that I've shared with any other district, school board, or whatever. So it really took time to get it out there. So in the process of trying to get as much out as possible, we did need more time. And I agree with you, one night is not enough. So I think if everybody takes a look, but we can't extend this for 3 months. This has to be something that we finish hopefully next week. But if people want to watch and just study what's there and look at it online, hopefully we can get it up in time so you can watch it online. Listen to it again, and then we can reconvene next week and hopefully be successful. And just as Dr. Mango pointed out, we can't show you materials right now. Why can't we? We don't have a curriculum that's approved. We're not developing the actual lessons. So that's how this whole thing builds. It's not like you just roll out everything. It has its steps. So we're at the building. We're doing I like to look at it as just a framework. Okay, so can we make modifications? As I said early on in my presentation, yes, the modifications can be made, and we're going to go there. So just ask you to be patient. I appreciate everybody that came up and listening to your concerns, and we get it. So thank you. Just want you to know that.
Okay, now we're back to report of the superintendent, the education committee. Dave, we're on page 2.
Yeah, I'll just go through. Agenda items 1 through 12 represent the education committee's recommendations that you voted on as a group. Number 1 is already moved up and voted on. Number 2 is a group of field trips. Number 3 is structured learning. Number 4 was tabled. Number 5 is revised out-of-district placements, education attachment B. Number 6 is independent studies. It's an AP art class, advanced woodworking, advanced research methods for 2 other students, which are actually pretty cool classes. There's a new textbook for geometry. Number 8 is ancillary classroom materials. It's Delta Math and CODAP, science grades 1 and 12, 11th and 12th. Number 9 is delayed openings for seniors, approves at 9:30 to accommodate the administration of PSATs on October 12th. Number 10 is technology subscriptions and applications, followed on education attachment C. Number 11 is Teacher College Reading and Writing Project. It's also on attachment D. And number 12 is the PE Jam event being held on December 9th at the Stony Brook School.
I have a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, Ms. King, will you call the board?
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Gandy?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenmaker?
Yes.
Ms. Jonas?
Yes.
And Mrs. Dawes?
Yes.
And then agenda items 13 and 14 have been added to the agenda. We voted on as a group. Number 13 is in-house internship, Pearl Miller, from September 23rd through June 30th. And number 14 is Kinnelon Virtual Remote Instruction Program for the 2022-2023 school year. And that's it.
Okay, may I have a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? And Ms. King, will you call the board?
Mrs. Jonas?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenmaker?
Yes.
Mr. Gandy?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
And Mrs. Dawes?
Yes. Negotiations committee, none. Personnel committee.
Personnel committee has agenda items number 1 through 27 that represents our recommendations that we voted upon as a group. Number 1 is the appointment of a PRM science teacher. Number 2 is the appointment of an industrial arts teacher at KHS. Number 3 is the appointment of a leave replacement social worker. Number 4 is a combined class block. 5 and 6 are a 6-period class. 5 is the personnel attachment B, and 6 is the table that you see there. 7 is some of our curriculum writers. 8 is detention supervisors, and you see them listed there. Number 9 is 2 weeks of vacation approved for one of our employees. A resignation under number 10 of a paraprofessional, actually 10, 11, 12, and 13. An intermittent leave under number 14, we're on page 7 now. A revised salary for payroll supervisor under 15. Appointment of paraprofessional under 16 and 17. 18 and 19 as well. And 20. Appointment of cafeteria aide under 21. Game day worker under 22. Co-curricular list for personnel attachment C under number 23. The list of substitute teachers under number 24. The full number 25 is the fall coaches and volunteers on attachment D for personnel. Number 26 is a rescinded payment for home programming. And number 27 is the approval of the KHS co-curricular list, and that's personnel attachment E. Can I have a motion to approve those?
Motion. Any discussion?
I have a question.
Sure.
On the co-curricular list, if it's TBD at this point in the year, are we going to fill those slots, or is it just going to come, like, if they're looking for an advisor at this point, like they just pick one at some point?
That's something that's usually, as it goes through the year, it's adjusted as you go.
So we're holding the line item
Yes.
in the event that we get it.
Correct.
Thanks.
Any other discussion? Nope. Okay, Ms. King, call the board, please.
Mr. Gandy?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
Ms. Jonas?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenmaker?
Yes.
And Mrs. Dawes?
Yes.
Personnel committee also has agenda items 28 through 33 that were added to the agenda, which will also be voted upon as a group. Number 28 is a approved payment for cross-country games and practices. Number 29 is payment for late bus arrivals at Stony Brook. Number 13 is the appointment of an interim head custodian at KHS. Number 31 is the appointment of a bus aide. Number 32 is the approval of a substitute custodial worker, and then number 3 is the payment for early arrival at KHS. Can I have a motion to approve those?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Questions? Okay, seeing none, Ms. King, will you call the board, please?
Mr. Eisenmaker?
Yes.
Mr. Gandy?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mrs. Jonas?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
And Mrs. Dawes?
Yes. Policy committee, Mr. Eisenmaker.
Item number one represents the policy committee's recommendation. The Kinnelon Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent, approved the second reading and adoption of the following policies and regulations. Policies, high school student representatives to the Board of Education, quorum, Every Student Succeeds Act, dress and grooming for certified staff and non-certified staff, professional responsibilities, care of school property, school district issued student ID cards, and student journalism. 2 regulations on lesson plan and books and care of school property, and then abolishing policy and regulations concerning school-sponsored publications.
Okay, do you have a motion?
Motion.
Any discussion? It's our second reading, so we've talked about these quite a bit. Okay. Seeing none, Ms. Keen, will you call the board, please?
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Gigante?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenlander?
Yes.
Ms. Jonas?
Yes.
And Mrs. Thomas?
Yes. Finance Committee. Agenda items 1 through 11 represent the Finance Committee's recommendations, and they will be voted upon as a group. 1 is the Treasurer's Report for August 2022, the Secretary's Report for August, budget transfers, the Secretary's certification of budgetary line items, the Board's certification of budgetary line items. The bills list is indicated in the agenda. Number 7 is the reimbursement in financial attachment A for the teaching staff job expenses and support staff job expenses. 8 is the Silvergate Prep for home instruction, the approval of Leslie Nagy to provide health-related professional services, the same for Dr. Vital Ladik is number 10. 11 is substitute training companies. So just run through. Yeah. Okay, have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, Ms. Keaton, will you call the board?
Ms. Jonas?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenlander?
Yes.
Mr. Gigante?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
And Mrs. Thomas?
Yes. Agenda item 12 is added to the agenda. Be it resolved, the Kinnelon Board of Education approves the following special education resolution. Whereas dispute exists between the district and the parents of a student eligible for special education-related services under the classification of preschool student with disability. And whereas the parties have negotiated a settlement agreement wherein parents will unilaterally place the student at a private preschool at no cost to the district, and the district will provide therapy service not available at that private school, but an appropriate component of that student's education. And whereas the settlement agreement is in the best interest of the district and will avoid the cost and uncertainty of potential litigation in this matter, it is hereby resolved this 22nd day of September that the board approves a settlement agreement attached in Exhibit A, confidential student information, and authorizes the board president to execute the agreement on behalf of the Kinnelon Board of Education, and further resolved that with the approval of the agreement, district officials are hereby authorized to take all steps necessary to effectuate the terms of the agreement. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Is there any discussion? This was discussed in executive session, so we already talked about this, okay? Seeing none, Ms. Keane, will you call the board?
Ms. Jonas?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenlander?
Yes.
Mr. Gigante?
Yes.
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
And Mrs. Thomas?
Yes. Facilities and Security Committee.
Agenda items 1 represent the Facilities and Security Committee's recommendation. Kinnelon Board of Education, except upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent, accepts that the Boys and Girls Club of Quantic as a before and after care provider for the 2022-2023 school year.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? We've done this before, so, okay? None, seeing none, Ms. Keane, will you call the board?
Mrs. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Gigante?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
Mr. Eisenlander?
Yes.
Mrs. Jonas?
Yes.
And Mrs. Thomas?
Yes.
Items 2 and 3, like Dr. Rashidi had said before, upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent, we approved the West Point parachute team to use the turf field on October 7th, 2022 at the football game at Kinnelon High School. On the recommendation of the interim superintendent, we also approved the United States Army National Guard to use the turf field on October 7th, 2022 at the football game at Kinnelon High School.
Motion.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? I think it'll be fun, I'm looking forward to it. Seeing none other discussions, Kinnelon, call the board.
Mr. Eisenmaker?
Yes.
Ms. Jonas? Mr. Ganti?
Yes.
Ms. Perrella?
Yes.
Mr. Petroselli?
Yes.
And Mrs. Robinson?
Yes. Okay, committee of the whole, we have committee reports, personnel.
Personnel committee did meet. I don't have it in front of me, so I don't remember what day it was, to tell you the truth, but we talked about some of the items I actually voted on today, so those are in there. I will send out the minutes probably over the weekend. So it's not going to be anything that you didn't already see.
Thank you. Education. Dave, do you want to step in?
Yeah, so I'm looking,
Okay.
will you get the minutes from the meeting?
Okay, well, we can catch up with her when she gets back.
It's fine.
I know you guys met and talked a lot about this stuff.